When we imagine future warfare powered by artificial intelligence, the picture in our heads usually looks like a sci-fi movie. Perfectly synchronized drones gliding over a glowing digital battlefield, executing surgical strikes with absolute certainty. Researchers at the RAND Corporation recently set out to figure out how algorithms will actually dictate the reality of combat. They started with a major what-if scenario. What happens to military operations if we assume AI eventually completely removes human cognitive limits and processing speed from the equation?
To understand this shift, RAND identifies 4 strategic building block pillars where the nature of competition is changing. In our previous video, we explored the first pillar, quantity versus quality, and how precise mass is beginning to outmatch expensive, exquisite systems. Today, we focus our attention on the remaining 3 pillars: the battle between hiding and finding, the evolution of command and control, and the new era of cyber defense.
The popular theory among defense pundits is that infinite data processing will finally lift the fog of war. In this view, commanders will look at a screen and know exactly where every asset is at all times. The report predicts the opposite. Injecting advanced software into combat will multiply the chaos, friction, and confusion of war. To survive the conflicts of tomorrow, militaries are going to have to shatter 3 massive myths about how artificial intelligence rewires the basic building blocks of combat. The first myth is that AI-powered sensor fusion will make stealth impossible. Sensor fusion is the process of combining data from multiple tracking systems, like radar, satellites, and thermal cameras, to create a single, highly accurate picture of the environment. Many assume that with enough sensors and computers to read them, there will be nowhere left to hide. This logic assumes the enemy is just waiting to be found. In reality, the opposing military will have their own advanced algorithms actively fighting back. This radar visualizer demonstrates a fog of war machine. Militaries will use AI to orchestrate massive deception campaigns. By deploying hundreds of cheap decoys emitting fake radio traffic, an algorithm mimics a real division, overwhelming the enemy's targeting locks. During World War II, creating a ghost army meant manually building physical props and painstakingly writing fake radio scripts over months. In the near future, software will generate and deploy thousands of coordinated decoys in a matter of hours. The introduction of AI triggers a brutal measure-countermeasure race, where the side trying to find targets drowns in an ocean of artificially generated noise. The second myth is that artificial intelligence will allow a single general in a secure bunker to flawlessly micromanage millions of individual drones at once. That model crashes into the unyielding laws of physics. In a combat zone, communications networks get jammed by adversaries, and bandwidth is severely limited. This illustrates mission command, where headquarters sets a broad objective but leaves execution to decentralized units. When cut off from central communications, forward units use local AI to instantly adapt to ground chaos without waiting for orders. This becomes critical as armed forces push massive numbers of cheap, uncrewed systems to the front lines. To be effective, these fleets need the autonomy to operate even when their human operators are entirely disconnected. The side that fields the most capable, autonomous, and decentralized human-machine teams will hold the ultimate advantage in tomorrow's conflicts. The third myth is that artificial intelligence will hand hackers the ability to instantly bypass any military firewall and shut down digital infrastructure at will. Currently, human network defenders operate at a structural disadvantage. They are constantly overwhelmed by the massive volume of incoming attacks, leaving networks highly vulnerable. Adding AI to defense flips this dynamic. Algorithms match the speed required to monitor an entire network simultaneously. They can autonomously identify anomalies, instantly patch vulnerabilities, and dynamically shuffle vital data to hide it from attackers. Counter to popular belief, artificial intelligence may provide a long-term structural edge to network defense. It turns fragile digital vital networks into highly resilient immune systems. The true picture of AI-enabled warfare is a gritty, highly contested environment defined by thick walls of automated deception, severed communications links, and decentralized action. Unlocking the military potential of this technology presents a massive organizational challenge, requiring commanders to abandon their traditional desire for top-down control. A winning strategy in this environment requires embracing massive numbers of cheap drones, heavy investments in deception, and hardened digital resilience. Even with these advances, algorithms and processors will not erase the terrifying fog, friction, and chaos inherent to war. The military that uses AI to navigate war's inherent chaos at machine speed will likely emerge as the victor of future conflicts.